set. I think we just came on. And you'll be able to.
And we've got the teams at the 50-yard line for the coin toss. Sorry about that streaming difficulty when we get set up upon top of somebody's press box without notice. Strange things evidently happen. So So the Jim Ned Indians won the coin toss. They deferred to the second half. And so Clyde will be returning as the train's coming through Clyde. Hopefully that'll be the Indian War Train as we get you set for the national anthem, brought to you by Painted King Dentistry, Healthy Smiles for a Healthy Life, brought to you by the Clyde High School Marching Band. I want to know how Darren Healthy Smiles for a Healthy Life as we are set to get underway here in Clyde tonight as the Indians will be kicking Mason Clark with that boot. He'll put it in the air to get us started here tonight. We'll see how this Jim Ned defense holds up against that Clyde run game, the dual threat quarterback, running back duo. Wright, Hodges here tonight. Thanks for joining us on the Browning Law Firm pregame report. We do apologize for the technical difficulties, but everything seems to be a green light now, and we're ready for some Friday night football. The stakes don't get any bigger than this, as this might be for a district championship. Both teams will have to win next week as well, but the table is set. Let's go to work here. This opening kickoff brought to you by CWS, County Waste Services, proud supporters of Indian Nation. Again, we see Clark set to kick off. It's going to be kind of a pooch, kind of onside kick. Fair caught. I'm not sure that Clark didn't want to kick that a little further down the field because Clyde's going to have excellent field position up near the 43-yard line. So not quite what he was looking for there. And that's where the Bulldogs will take over first and 10. Again, this rushing attack by the Clyde Bulldogs averaging over 200 yards a game. It's one that'll feature number 4 quarterback Devin Wright and number 20, the junior running back Miles Wilshire. From the pistol on first and 10, they go to the air, spins out of it, and that's the elusiveness right there. That's what this young man can do. Look out, missed tackle, and that's a first down. That should have been a sack back near the 30-yard line. But when you do rush him, Devin Wright has the moves and the speed, and he's a playmaker. And Clyde, that's how they bake hay. And they're already down to the Jim Ned 36-yard line with a First Financial 1st and 10.
Yeah, went with a little double move pass there. Indians covered it up top. But like I say, Wright took off on them.
So 1st and 10. This time a handoff. Missed tackle from the backside, and that's too much yardage on 1st down. That's a good 5 yards down to the 31, and it's going to be a long night for this Indian defense if they give Clyde 5 yards on 1st down. Lewis from the safety position had to come up and make the tackle, and that's not a good sign either. So 2nd and 5, brought to you by Sika Industrial. Just underway here in the first quarter, brought to you by Sedero Properties. Give Darby Grimes and her professional sales team a call today to find your dream real estate home in the Taylor County area. 2-back set now for Wright. He'll keep it right up the middle, and he's hit by Ellis. Good tackle for no gain there, maybe a yard down to the 30. Good job by Ellis off the edge along with the defensive end. Mason Stone in there as well. So now it's going to be a Sedero 3rd and 4. There you see the line to gain at the Jim Ned 26-yard line. A little bit on their heels to start the game, this Indian defense, as the big play from the line of scrimmage from the scrambling quarterback. You got to worry, Coach Olsen, about containing him here on 3rd and 4. It's a handoff, and that's just straight ahead as the hole opened up over there on the right side. That was Lawson, the corner, coming in to make the stop, but it's a First Financial 1st down to 24. Excuse me, that was Casey Cumbie from the safety. So right now, the safeties are down tight, having to make stops in that run game. That could open up the passing game over the top. So new set of downs from the Jim Ned 24. Trip receivers to the top of your screen here. Wright will look it over. Really no one in the backfield with him. He tried to go on a pump fake. Now he scrambles, and he's going to be brought down. Nice job there by the defense. Mason Miller in there.
Yeah, Mason looked like he's spying in that time, and can't afford to take hits like that all night long from your quarterback.
Aiden Ellis in there also. See, the Indians are going to roll a lot of bodies in there on that D line. That's Cole Chittum in there playing at the nose guard position. Such a strong kid, quick. 2nd and 10, no gain there on 1st down. Up back to the right side from the pistol. Handoff up the middle, and that time nothing doing. Is that Indian defense that time controlled that line of scrimmage right there for a yard loss. And that's going to bring up a big 3rd down. Let's take a look at that again. That, Coach Olsen, is more what we're used to seeing from this Jim Ned defense.
Yeah, 100%. They just kind of got on their heels just a little bit, but hopefully that was just a freak play where a quarterback got loose from us, but settling down now.
So big 3rd and 11 now from the 25. Indians need to stop here. Twins to the bottom of your screen. Right, handoff, conservative, but no one on the edge. And that's going to be a Clyde touchdown. And wow, that is some big-time physical running right there by number 20, Wilshire, and he wanted nothing but the end zone. He ran over a whole tribe of Indians, and Clyde scores first. Impressive drive as they go about 56 yards for the touchdown. And the Indians on their heels right now as the Bulldogs line up for your Permian Energy point after. Kick is up and good. So Clyde leads at 7-0 with 7:57 to go first quarter. We're back with more Indian football right after this.
Dwayne Dacus at Edward Jones understands the best investment you can make is in your family and your community. Growing up locally and graduating from Jim Ned himself, he knows the true value of building this community. That's why he stands firm in the tradition of Jim Ned families, raising the next generation of Jim Ned Indians. When it comes to your family's financial goals, rely on someone who understands what really matters. Dwayne Dacus at Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC, proud supporter of the Indian Nation. We're back for your Texas National Bank scoring recap. Clyde Bulldogs take advantage of that short field, only have to go 57 yards, 7 plays, 3 minutes and 50 seconds. Ended with that 25-yard touchdown run by Wilson. The PAT kick was good, bring our score 7-0. Clyde Bulldogs over your Jim Ned Indians with 7:58 still left in the first quarter.
All right, so the Bulldogs on to kick off. It looks like they're setting up for a pooch kick here. And it is. No fair catch. Gavin Brooks has it. He'll come across the 30. He's leveled about the 33. And right now, Clyde tends to be the much more aggressive football team. Let's see if the Indians can respond offensively, down 7-0 here early in the first quarter. Ball's going to be spotted. Good field position up near the 32-yard line.
Spotted at the 32-yard line.
Always tough to get going on the road when the home team scores right off the bat. The crowd now into it here for Clyde. First and 10, they're showing some pressure up front, counter, and Ellis is hit. Does a good job of falling forward because he had nothing there, but he fell forward for maybe a yard or two. Up to the 34, it'll bring up 2nd and 8 for the Indians.
Make it 2nd and 8 for the Indians. Ball now spotted at the 34-yard line.
Up back to the right side, tight end left here in the pistol formation on 2nd and 8. Miller moves over to the tight end side. We got a false start, and the Indians are going to have to regroup here as they're having a tough time getting going into this one early. So with the 5-yarder, that marks it all the way back to the 29 of the left guard, moving a little early there.
Maybe.
So 2nd and about 13 here. Ellis offset to the right side. Gwynn. That's the handoff on the fly sweep. Pretty good job of bouncing off the tackles right there.
Chittum there, I believe.
Chittum out of bounds up near the 40.
Yeah, Indians with a little different look here with Miller at a tight end and Chittum in there as a fullback look.
Yeah, that's a little different look.
Miller's usually that fullback.
That may be Nick Wright.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe that's Nick Wright in there and got the carry. We haven't seen Nick Wright carry the football much, so that's an interesting wrinkle. Big play here now. Short yardage and spin move by Ellis. He's still on his feet. Bus out of there. And the umpire almost got him tackled, but Ellis.
Yeah, the umpire definitely stopped him.
Exactly what the Indians needed, a first down. Move the chains down to the Clyde 43-yard line.
Yeah, nice run by Ellis right there. And like I say, he ran right into the umpire after he broke free, and that stymied him for a second.
So the first financial first down up at the Clyde 43-yard line. There's quarterback design run, and Clyde was all over that.
Yeah, I'm not sure they didn't stunt right into that one. Either that or it was a quick read, whatever they're watching. Ran them right to that.
So no gain on the play. It'll make it 2nd down and 10. Again from the Clyde 43. 5:42 left to go in the first quarter. Mason Miller is your fullback over on the left side. They'll fake the handoff, Cash back to throw, looks over the middle. Wide open receiver. And it'll be complete down to about the 27-yard line. That was Garen Beasley with the reception.
Yeah, nice job there by Beasley climbing the ladder, going up and getting it. That was on a rope pretty good, and he had to use all of his vertical to get to that one.
Yeah, and he was wide open. Breakdown in the coverage right there. Good dig route there. Well designed to throw behind him, but he was able to catch that, and that's a big First Financial first down as well. Trip receivers to the top on 1st and 10. Counter play again to the left side.
Big hole.
Lots of room. Hole down to the 10. Stutter step and in for the Taylor Telecom touchdown. Stone Griffin, number 5. With a nice little stop and go move right there, and he's in for the touchdown. And boy, is that a huge answer from the Jim Ned Indians here tonight. Mason Clark on for your Permit Energy point after here. All of these are huge. Want to make sure that you convert. Looked like Clyde might have been offsides.
Yep, flag.
PAT's
so
good.
See what Coach McClure wants to do. Probably not going to take the points off, but could move it and go for 2, but looks like we're going to take the kick.
So they'll take the points, and Jim Ned has tied it up at 7 with 4:43 to go in your first quarter. We'll be back right after this.
Lowe's is a neighborhood market committing to doing the little extras to meet the needs of our customers. At Lowe's, we strive to give our customers the freshest meats, fruits, and veggies, fantastic promotions, and a fast and friendly checkout. We will do all this in an atmosphere that is fun for our customers and teammates alike. So come see us today at one of our over 140 stores. And remember, it's a great day at Lowe's.
And we are back with your Texas National Bank scoring recap for the Jim Ned Indians. A 67-yard, 7-play drive. Took about 2 minutes and 47 seconds off the clock. Ended with that Stone Griffin 31-yard touchdown run. Mason Clark's PAT kick was perfect. Bring our score 7-7. 4:46 left in the first quarter.
All right, Mason Stone on for a second kick. Let's see if he goes a little bit longer with this pooch kick.
Maybe a shootout.
Last time he gave him a little too good field position, or how about we kick it to the middle of the field deep, take it about the 17.
Good coverage.
And that's going to be good coverage, so Clyde will have it down around the 28-yard line.
Number 17,
Tucker Deal on the stop, and Jackson Hutt on the stop. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 29.
Ball's going to be spotted at the 29-yard line.
And as expected, this is going to be a ball game, folks. Back and forth we go. 2 possessions, 2 scores so far. Clyde from the pistol. They'll go back to the running game. And again, big number 20, Wilshire, he just carries bodies forward, and he's all the way up to the 35. And that'll be a nice gain of 6 on 1st down.
Micah Powell, number 90, on
Kyle
the stop.
Powell, defensive end on the stop, along with some linebackers there. 2nd and 4 now. It's a big offensive line, too, from Clyde. They got some big old boys tied into the right side. 2-back set. Right back to throw, looks over the middle, intended
From the shotgun back at
for
the
number
30,
24
drop
up
back
near
throws,
the
pass
50-yard
intended
line.
down the
That
middle.
was Sterling Wilson, incomplete, and that brings up 3rd down. So,
Incomplete pass will bring up.
and again, Coach O's, it's always difficult with a quarterback like Wright. How much pressure do you want to put on him on 3rd down?
Right, yeah. So sometimes you'd rather a guy throw than put pressure on him and make him run.
So we'll see if they can contain him in the pocket here.
A la Vince Young.
Yeah.
Is a perfect example of that. Much rather have him throwing the football than running if I was on defense.
Empty set now. Wright looks, throws, and that's complete, and I believe enough for the first down.
Yep,
just got in behind
passed it.
Stone Griffin, outside linebacker, complete to the 40. That's a Capital Farm Credit completion for a first financial first down.
Yeah, and that shows one of the things. Mason Miller is sitting there watching the quarterback, and
rather than being in the hook
that would have been
zone.
his little hook curl zone there. So that's another thing a running quarterback takes away from you if you got to use a linebacker to stay with him.
That is a good point. So new set of downs for the Bulldogs. Twin receivers at the bottom of your screen. First and 10 from their own 40. 3 minutes and some change left to go in the Sendero property first quarter. Not much there up front. Get him down, boys. We learned that at Breckenridge. Tackle till the whistle right there. Forward progress, probably no gain on the play. It'll be second down and 10.
Number 10 runs in. No gain after running into Mason Miller, number 32.
That was Harley Griffin, the junior running back. Miller on the tackle.
And number
Miller and about 6 others.
Yeah.
Make it second and 10 from the 40-yard line.
So second down and 10 now for the Bulldogs. Fullback offset right side, handoff left side, and again, now that Indian defensive line is starting to play. Makai Powell, big number 90 in there once again, along with Stone Griffin on that defensive right side for the Indians. It's going to be a loss of 1. Aiden Ellis came off the backside, and now Clyde behind the chains. It'll be a third down and 11.
Yeah, this in this same situation is where they scored their touchdown, handed it off and broke it outside. So let's see if they go the air or they give the running back a chance.
Right, straight drop. We got a flag down.
Must
Pressure.
be offsides.
Yeah,
on the
he'll
Indians.
throw downfield, and that's caught. What a great catch right there by Landon Deal.
Look at the flag. I'm assuming it's on the Indians since they didn't stop the play, blow it dead. We'll see.
Here's a view on that.
Nope, coming back.
Yeah, it's coming back.
Not sure what.
Looked like it was a legal procedure on Clyde.
Maybe an illegal
Yeah.
formation, perhaps.
Yeah, not enough men on the line of scrimmage.
Which
Nonetheless, a good throw and catch is going to be negated by the penalty, and that'll back Clyde even further up to about the 34-yard line, and it'll make it 3rd and 15.
Did not catch the call, so looks like it was marked off against the Bulldogs. Backs them up 5 yards.
So big down here for the Indian defense.
Down at 16.
Bunch trips up top, right, straight drop, looking that way, pressured. Now he's going to tuck it and run, and he's going to be dropped way short, about the 37-yard line, and it's going to be 4th and about 13. So the Indian defense will hold, and Clyde's going to send the punt team on. Chittum and Miller on the stop for the Indians. So the first punt of the night will be from the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Mason still spying him there. Actually, Mason wasn't able to get him on the ground, but he tripped him up just enough that the tribe could get there.
Back deep, Breck Lawson, number 2.
Breck Lawson back deep for the Indians. High snap.
Ooh,
get it off.
Nearly got there.
Breck's going to let this one roll again. They're trying to keep it away from him. And it'll take a Branch Coffee House roll out of bounds near the 30. But the Indians hold serve here late in the first quarter. We'll be back. The Indians, their second possession right after this.
When you call Hall Mortgage, the experience you can expect to get from us here is first-class customer service. That's what we pride ourselves on, is customer service. From the time that the girls answer the phone to the time the guys are dispatched to your home. But the most important thing that I feel that sets us apart from everybody else also is our integrity. You know, we're not someone who's going to go over there and, you know, try to sell you something.
And we're back here as the Indians have it 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line after that punt forced by the defense. Clyde showing some pressure. and we ran right into that stunt. Well, they must have saw something, Coach Hosa, because they brought their outside linebacker on a loop stunt right there in the gap that we handed it off in. So not sure about that, but we did get 2 yards out of it.
Indians can take the quarter here, see if they want to use the wind here for one last play perhaps.
Yep, I'm going to go ahead and run a play here on 2nd and 8. Cash, sprint out, left side, that's the side he loves, broke a tackle, throws high, intended for Lawson, that's incomplete. And that's the end of the first quarter, I believe. Yes, it is here in Clyde. It's everything we thought and more. We're tied at 7. We'll take a commercial break and be back for the second quarter right here live on the Jim Ned Sports Nation.
That play close out.
It's more than a piece of land. It's a place where you create memories and leave a legacy. It sounds like a dream, but at Capital Farm Credit, we'll help you make it a reality. As the most experienced rural lender in Texas and a cooperative, we're with you every step of the way. Your goals are our goals, because no matter...
And we're back here in Clyde, starting your second quarter, brought to you by Capital Farm Credit. For all your credit needs, proud supporters of Indian Nation. 3rd and about 8. Gwynn wants to go the air, had to loop throw it, and lucky that wasn't picked off. That was a dangerous throw from Teichelman as he tried to lob it in over the linebacker there and almost allowed the safety and corner to run under there and get that. We are extremely lucky that was not a pick 6. And so the Indians will be forced to punt here to start this second quarter. So we've switched ends, so the Indians will be kicking into the wind now. Bulldogs have a man back deep, about their 35. Got to have a good snap, it is. Teichelman's punt's low, running. Takes a good roll, though. That'll be touched by Lawson down at the 36, so not a bad job there. And Clyde will have it for their 3rd possession here of the first half. Both teams with a punt, both teams with a touchdown, and that's how we stand with 11:48 to go in the first half. Congratulations to all the area teams that ran in the 3A cross-country state meet today. Congratulations to Kenny Pritchard, set a new Jim Ned school record and finished 4th overall, and all the other runners. We'll talk more about that coming up at halftime. Press man coverage up top for the Indian. Right to go the air, flush from the pocket, now throws. That's a big complete, incomplete. Had a play there as that receiver, Coach Olson, was backing up and just failed to haul that in.
Yeah, yep. Kai Powell rushing from the backside there, putting pressure on right.
It's okay to pressure him as long as you can contain him.
Yeah, he was running him down from behind, so.
So that incompletion will bring up 2nd and 10. Again, the ball spotted at the Clyde 36-yard line. Max set, 2 running backs with twins up top. Right on the keeper. Oh, missed tackle, and that could, well, we did a pretty good job of containing him. Had a chance to get him in the backfield, but he'll pick up 4. up to the Clyde 40, and that'll bring up a Sendero property 3rd and 6.
Yeah, Wright just has that innate ability to make that first guy miss, just a little swivel hip or whatever that is. You know, some guys just have that innate ability to.
You had that back in your playing
Well,
days.
absolutely. That's why they called me swivel hips, I guess.
We're going to let that lay where
Yeah,
it is.
I appreciate that.
And move on. Yeah. So 3rd and 6. You'll see Clyde has 3 receivers up top, 2 to the bottom. Empty set for Wright. Pressure from Stone. Quick throw, and that's a little high, incomplete. And so the Indians brought pressure to the empty set there.
Yeah, this is quality football we're watching here. Indians brought a lot of pressure. I believe Wright and the Bulldogs recognized it and ran a quick in route there where the pressure came from, just wasn't able to connect. So really good offensive play, really good defensive play.
So the Bulldogs will line up in punt formation here.
First 3 and out for the Bulldogs tonight.
Yeah, 2 incomplete passes. Breck Lawson back deep about the 25. But this way, boy, this is a monster kick. But Breck's got it at the 15. Let's see if he can do something with it.
He's got that ability
folks.
too.
Look out, folks. One got to beat. He could go all the way. Jim Ned touchdown. How do you like that? Why do you continue to kick it to number 2?
Yeah, I don't know, but I think the plan there was to say, well, we got the win. Let's just kick it over his head, and almost got it over his head, but out-kicked your coverage a little bit, and
you've had
like Wright, he can make those guys miss too.
You've had 8 weeks of film
yeah.
of number 2 doing that.
Yeah.
And he does it again.
You take a little bit off your punt and kick it out of bounds is what you do.
Mason Clark on for the PAT. Clyde offside again. Low kick, but it got through. And Jim Ned should decline this. And the Indians have their first lead of the night off the Breck Lawson punt return for a touchdown. 14-7. Don't go anywhere. Indian football continues live right after this.
Abilene Seamless Rain Gutter is a locally owned family business that specializes in installing made-to-fit seamless gutters and downspouts on your home or commercial property. With over 20 years of service to the Big Country, Abilene Seamless also provides commercial and residential gutter cleaning and repair. Contact them today at 325-676-4367. That's Abilene Seamless Gutters, proud Jim Ned alumni and supporters of the Indian Nation.
And we're back with your Texas National Bank scoring recap. That one was an 84-yard Breck Lawson punt return for the Jim Ned Indians. Mason Clark's PAT kick was good. That all of a sudden, that brought our score 14 for the Jim Ned Indians, 7 for the Clyde Bulldogs. 10:37 left in the first half here in Clyde, Texas.
Mason Clark on for the CWS kickoff now. Angles it more towards the Jim Ned sideline. Now walks back over the middle. We'll see what he does here. And he's going to put it up kind of short about the 25. And great open field tackle right there. We'll get a number for you.
I believe that was McClendon.
Yeah, Kyle McClendon on the tackle. Great special teams job by him. And so Clyde will have the ball at the 30, 1st and 10. 10:34 left to go.
I was afraid the Indians were going to be offsides there. They're only about 2 yards offsides, looked like them, but nope, no flag. We'll take it.
Absolutely. So let's see if Clyde tries to get Wright involved back in the run game. Bunch trips, you'll see them tight right there just outside the tackle. And there's a toss sweep to the outside. And done pretty well right there by Aiden Ellis.
Yeah, almost a little quick pitch to that behind that bunch set.
All you're looking for is to get to the edge. And Ellis held it pretty well. It is a gain of 5. It'll be 2nd down and 5. Little wrinkle there. That formation is kind of hard to line up to if you haven't seen it, haven't been working on it. That reminds me of Hallettsville in the 2020 state championship. It took us a half to figure out how to line up to that. And we've got a timeout on the field called by the Bulldogs. We'll take one as well. Be back more of this Indian football right after this.
Broken Diamond Wild Game Processing, located at 217 Garza Street in Tuscola, is a one-stop shop for all your processing needs, including specialty meats such as jalapeno cheese summer sausage, breakfast and Polish sausage, snack sticks, jerky, and much more. They even offer European mounts, hydro dipping, and full taxidermy. Contact them online and check them out on Facebook. That's Broken Diamond Processing, proudly serving our Jim Ned community.
And we're back after the Abilene Siemens Rain Gutter timeout. While we have a moment, we'll mention the opening weekend in the Valley at Broken Diamond. You got pulled pork sandwich sale. Everything is a donation to the Jim Ned Volunteer Fire Department. That's tomorrow, Saturday, November 1st. Serving starts at 11 a.m. All proceeds, again, to the Jim Ned Valley Volunteer Fire Department. 2nd and 5 now from the 35. Up, back, offset to the left side. Right looks it over in the pistol. Hand off.
There's a hold.
Bounce it.
Oh, my gosh.
Missed tackle. And that.
Aiden Ellis. That's going to be one of the worst holds you'll ever watch on video that never got called. Not only did he get held, the kid never let him, never let go of him.
Right there in front of the official.
Yeah,
at the
if
point
you
of
don't
attack.
get that call, keep running that play all night long, because if you can hold our outside linebacker.
So it is a First Financial first down at the 43-yard line. Tight end to the left, twins right. They'll bring some motion across the formation, and they're going to lose 5 there.
Yep.
That time the officials had to throw the flag. Although they might not have wanted to.
Bulldogs will back them up 5, making it 1st and 15.
So that'll push it back inside the 40 to the Clyde 38-yard line.
I believe the official on our side threw the flag.
Just under 10 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Reminder, coming up at halftime is your Halligan Services halftime report. We'll have scores analysis. We'll also have an interview with your head coach, Jonathan McClure. All of that and more coming up on your Halligan Services halftime report. Just under 10 minutes on the game clock. Trip receivers up top. 1st and 15, more motion. And we got another whistle.
Delay a game.
And that's going to be another 5 as the game play clock ran out. So it's the Bulldogs now shooting themselves in the foot offensively.
Yeah, Clyde does a lot of switching in and out of personnel.
We'll line it up now. Empty set. 3-by-2. Now they bring the motion into quads. Right, just a quarterback draw. He's got room and more. That was well thought out, and Wright's, he could go down.
Makai Powell ran him down.
Yeah, how do you like that? A defensive end chases Wright down. Let's hope Makai is okay and gets up. He's slow to get up. But that was all set up by the empty set because it pulled us out of the tackle box. As you'll see here, all done kind of by formation there.
Yeah, took a linebacker out of the box
and then we
got him shielded off.
Yeah, and we came upfield. Yeah, didn't stay in the lanes. We opened up the hole by the way we rushed upfield.
Yeah, of course it's 1st and 20. I mean, or 20 yards to go, so.
This is a Jim Ned Valley self-storage red zone possession at the 10 now for Clyde, trying to even this up. They'll hand off on the fly sweep, cuts it inside. A big gain down inside the 5 to about the 3. Lewis from the safety position makes the tackle. Actually, they're going to say he was down back at the 4. It'll be 2nd and goal now. Game clock down to 8 minutes and rolling. Clyde trying to tie this one up here after the big quarterback run from Wright. 2-back set now. Max Hand off. That's Big Wilton. Look at him roll. And he's in for the touchdown. He's a load to bring down. And the Indians are going to have to get more than one guy there. It's obvious. Wilshire's not going to be brought down by just one man. And he's in for the score, and Clyde ties it up. PAT away, brought to you by Permanent Energy from tying this up. And again, it seems to be Coach Olson, quarterback run is their best weapon here tonight so far. Low snap, kick is up, and it's good. So we got another tie ball game with 7:40 to go in the first half. We'll be back right after this.
Permian Energy Services is a proud supporter of Jim Ned Academics and Athletics. We provide a vast array of services for both private businesses and local landowners, from land clearing and site prep to high voltage electrical installations and maintenance. If you are in need of any of the following services: grubbing, mulching, herbicide application, shredding, chipping, excavations, or if you just need a load of gravel hauled for your driveway, give us a call at 325-554-7034 or check us out online at www.permian-es.com.
And we're back with your Texas National Bank scoring recap for the Clyde Bulldogs. That was a 70-yard, 6-play drive, only 2 minutes and 57 seconds off the clock. Ended with that 4-yard Miles Wilshire run, and the PAT by Griffin was good. Bring our score 14 all here with 7 minutes and 37 seconds left in the first half. Here in Clyde, Texas, we got a ball game.
Yeah, and special teams guys are out there saying, you never know in a game like this. Always make sure that it's not an onside kick.
Right, yep.
In a situation like this. Again, aiming it this time up near the Jim Ned sideline.
Little pooch.
It's a high pooch.
No fair catch.
No, it's going to try to get it back outside. Broke a couple of tackles. Good field position near the 37-yard line for the Indians. So can they respond?
Beeman, number 19, on the stop for the Bulldogs.
And let's take another look at that big run and watch how we get kind of upfield, but we get pushed out, and that right there, left tackle pushed our end out, blocked him out, and that's where we lost the ability to hold right in there, and he just takes advantage of that with the big run and the score eventually. First and 10, handoff, stretch play, and well defended by the Bulldogs. No gain there. Ellis stopped for no gain. It'll be 2nd and 10. Miles Wilson on the stop for the Bulldogs. Clock continues to inch down near the 7-minute mark.
Yeah, I believe that's Miles Wilshire. He's that running back, that 6'1", 210-pound linebacker as well.
Indians using up some clock here. Being very deliberate here. 2-back set. Miller off to the left side. Play action pass over the middle. Has an intended receiver, and that's caught. Breck Lawson inside the Clyde 30 off the RPO series.
About a 37-yard pass. It's just man on man, and Breck Lawson's gonna beat his man most times. Good job of Gwen Cash giving him an opportunity to go get it.
Yeah, again, the play action kind of got the linebackers for sure set, and that's just the post route up over the top. Good throw and catch. Pretty well defended, but Breck just got it at the highest point. So 1st and 10 from the 28. Cash rolling to his left side, looking, throws, and that, is that going to be caught? No, they're going to say incomplete. Right there around the 12-yard line, they're going to say both feet were out of bounds there. That was intended for Garen Beasley. It'll be 2nd and 10 after the completion. Mason Miller is the fullback to the offset to the right side. And off stretch play again, and good job of falling forward down to about the 25. There just hadn't been much there for Ellis off that stretch. And it'll bring up 3rd and about 7 now.
4-yard gain on the play.
5:40 and counting here in your Capital Farm Credit second quarter. Big down here, 3rd and 7. 2 back, Win back to pass, pressure, steps up in the pocket over the middle. Oh, did he come down with it? It is a Taylor Telecom touchdown. Wow, to Beasley on the skinny post. And I tell you what, Cash had to thread the needle into the wind. What a throw, what a catch.
Yeah, that was, and a great job of picking up pressure. I believe that was Ellis probably stepped over there. They were coming off the edge and stepped over there and picked up the pressure, and Cash just stepped up in the pocket and delivered it a dime.
So Mesa Clark, once again for your permanent energy point after. Up and good as usual. So Jim Ned regains the lead, 21-14. Back and forth we go. We'll be back for more Football Live on the Sports Nation right after this.
Lowe's is a neighborhood market committing to doing the little extras to meet the needs of our customers. At Lowe's, we strive to give our customers the freshest meats, fruits, and veggies, fantastic promotions, and a fast and friendly checkout. We will do all this in an atmosphere that is fun for our customers and teammates alike. So come see us today at one of our over 140 stores. And remember, it's a great day at Lowe's.
And we're back with your Texas National back scoring recap. That was a 64-yard, 5-play drive. 2 minutes and 23 seconds it took the Indians to go those 64 yards. Ended with that 25-yard touchdown pass with Gwynn to Beasley. PAT kick by Mason Clark was good again. Bring our score 21 for the Jim Ned Indians, 14 for the Clyde Bulldogs. Still 5 minutes and 18 seconds left in the first half.
Clark again now teed it up right in the middle of the field, kicking into the teeth of that wind. Another high, short kick. Fumbled around the 22. Oh, we missed tackles. That's going to cost us right there. We overran him a little bit when he dropped that ball, and that's going to give Clyde about 15 extra yards right there.
Yeah, you see that a lot sometimes. You know, they drop that, and either people start looking, thinking they're going to get on the ball, and you just gets their timing off, and you run, like you say, some of them run by it. And good job there by Stone Chase making that tackle.
So pretty good field position for the Bulldogs up near the 42-yard line. Left hash trying to answer the Jim Ned touchdown. Right, back to throw. Lots of time, now steps up. Breaks 2 tackles, and look out, here he goes again. Can anybody get him down? My goodness, this kid. Oh, we didn't even try right there. Can't bump him. And once again, that's the play. Jim Ned shut down just about everything else, but the quarterback run. We'll see it again here. You can see lots of time. And then we missed him right there. He broke a tackle and then just outran our linebacker right there, Nick Ryan, and then so elusive in the open field. We tried to throw a shoulder out there, and that's not going to get it done. And it's 1st and goal now at the 6. So just
yeah,
like
it's
that.
the 2005 or whatever University of Texas offense all over again.
Yes.
Drop back and pass and hope everybody's covered.
Well, yeah, right now we don't have a defensive answer for that, for the quarterback run. Keeping Clyde in this game. And timeout by the Bulldogs.
Yeah.
So maybe that'll let the defense
Fixing to be a delay
rest.
game.
Yeah. So we'll take one as well. Be back with more right after this.
Between the kids' stuff, being on the road, working at my ranch, I don't always have time to focus on everyday tasks like banking. That's why I rely on the First Financial Bank mobile app. I can pull out my phone anytime, anywhere, and handle my banking business in seconds. And if I need to talk to someone, a friendly, helpful voice is only a phone call away. Take your time back with First Financial Bank's mobile banking. First Financial Bank, member FDIC.
And we're back after Abilene Siemens Rain Gutter timeout. Quarterback Devin Wright, we knew he's a dual threat, but he has 7 carries for 138 yards, and that is the bulk of the Clyde offense. Quite frankly, he's keeping them in the game right now. Jim Ned's going to have to find an answer defensively of how to contain him as we move forward. So first and goal now from the 6 after the Abilene Siemens Rain Gutter timeout. Twin receivers to the short side of the field. Now their move over.
A little confusion now. The Indians get it right.
Oh my goodness! After moving those receivers, then they hand off straight, and I tell you what.
And penalty up top. But that's how you gotta get Wilshire. You gotta get him before he gets his feet moving forward. He gets his steam before he gets his steam rolling.
The Indians were bringing the heat.
Going to be against Clyde. See what
we'll
the
wave
Indians.
that off. Watch the pressure. We stunted linebackers right up the A gaps, and Miller just comes free and wrestles him to the ground. So should wave off that penalty.
Looks like they're gonna.
Oh my goodness!
No, we took the penalty. We're gonna mark it off. Not sure why.
There was what?
Oh, they say they were calling
okay.
forward progress way up there. So gained a couple yards out of it.
So forward progress was going to give him the ball back about the 7. We took the penalty, moved him back to the 11. However, we do repeat the down, so it's still first and goal. So you give Clyde another play by taking that penalty. See how that works out. 4 minutes to go here in the second quarter.
Going to have to hurry, Clyde is.
Yeah, very deliberate. 6
Only
seconds
6. On
the play clock. 4, 3, 2.
Not going to do it. There it is. There's a delay game. What are we doing?
What in the world? The Clyde clock. And they scored.
Holy
you
cow.
got to be kidding me.
Yeah, that clock.
This is homered. This is egregious right here, folks. The play clock ran out. I have it on tape. And then they allowed the guy in the booth. Extra point is good. Clyde ties up the game 21-21, and we're going to stay here and look at that replay. Folks, this is as bad as I've ever seen in terms of a play clock. This play clock went down to 0, then went reset at 25, then went down to 23. So they got 43 seconds right there on that play. And, boy, you just hope something like that doesn't come back to haunt the Indians there. And I don't know, Coach Olson, thoughts?
Yeah, that's not good. I don't know how that's missed. Obviously, that's the back judge's job to watch that, and I guess he wasn't.
So that ties up the game 21-21 with 3:58 to go. But
what also happens there is the clock ran down. It should go to 0 and stop on 0.
Well, no, it didn't
but
even.
They reset it and it started going again. It was 23 or 22 seconds.
Yeah.
When so yeah.
So they marked the penalty off on the extra point. It was a dead ball foul and goes back to the 25-yard line. So Clyde will now be kicking off from their own 25.
And that's going to go out of bounds.
And so now you got a situation where now you're going to have the decision: do you make them kick it again, which they're already going to be backed up even more?
Yeah, I'm not.
Or do you take the penalty yards from where it went out? But,
I hate to say I don't know with the new rules of the kicking. I don't know where everything's at. Looks like the Indians are going to make them kick it again.
Yeah, I think what you want to do is, because they were so far back after the personal foul.
Against the Bulldogs on the kickoff. Looks like they're going to line up
Yeah, so we're going to try to force them to kick it to our return men. Now be kicking it, from the 25? Their own 25.
Yeah, so that's going to be at the 25. They are kicking it with the wind, though. So the Indian return.
No, from the 20.
Back, yeah, the Indian return team is back near the 35-yard line.
We may be a little deep back here with our deep guys. I'm not sure. Awful big hole in the middle.
So it'll be a kickoff from the 20. Lawson and Brooks stand somewhere around the 35-yard line.
Kicker looks like he's looking right this time. We'll try to kick it over our heads. Kicks it right to us.
That's going to be returned.
After all that, we fumbled.
Loose. Ball is loose, I believe. Clyde has
got it, I believe.
Oh, man, I tell you, these are the kind of things right here. Clyde should have a delay of game penalty down inside the 10-yard line. They get a touchdown when the play clock had run out for a good 3 seconds. And then after another 2 penalties, and they're kicking off from their own 20, Jim Ned with the turnover, and Clyde has the ball at the Jim Ned 47. Just an unbelievable turn of events. And the Indians are really going to have to hold their composure, and so are we up here. Because, wow. Of course, the officials did not cause the fumble. That's on us, but the touchdown, oh my gosh. So 1st and 10. That was supposed to be a quarterback throwback. That was going to be a quarterback. They were going to throw it to right. Clyde ends up getting some good yards off of that. Let's take a look at that again. Watch Wright come out of here after the toss. He'll toss it back, and he's coming out of the backfield. They wanted to maybe throw to him or maybe a throwback on that play, not for sure, but a misdirection, and Clyde's got a first down inside the 40 down to the Jim Ned 38. Not much there on that play. We got a late flag coming in.
I believe we may get a hold there by the Bulldogs. We'll see.
Well, it cannot make up for the play clock violation. It just, you know, and they had trouble here last game. Sweetwater.
Yeah.
The story was the Sweetwater ball runner was in the end
right,
zone.
Yeah.
And that would have been a huge difference. Now we're going to get a call on Jim Ned, of course. Doesn't help that head official's from Clyde. They call block below the knees on the defense there. Personal foul. Chop block on the defense.
Don't see that very often.
We've seen it all here lately.
3 minutes left to go in the first half.
So the ball inside the 30 down to the 23-yard line. 1st and 10. Yeah, at this point, Jim Ned's got all 3 timeouts, and they're trying to hold them, obviously, to get the ball back. But you just hope your defense can settle in here and make some plays here after all this has happened. Wright goes back to the quarterback draw, and he's down to about the 15-yard line. About a pickup of 8. It'll be 2nd and 2.
Number 77, Dalton Baxter.
Clock continues to run. 2:17. Clyde has the 2-minute timeout if they want it right here. Or they can get a play and then the 2-minute timeout since they're down to 1. Handoff, Wilshire. Bus outside, he's going to go. No signal yet, he's in for the touchdown. Big number 20 got loose on that outside. So a turnover on the kickoff leads to 7 more points. And it's been perhaps the strangest 3 minutes I've ever been a part of here. 14 unanswered points by the Clyde Bulldogs. 1 on the worst play clock violation I've ever seen. And 1 on the turn.
Blocked
that
it.
Block picked up.
Oh.
And we're going to fall on it. So the PAT no good.
Oh, we nearly caught that in stride and would have scored a couple points.
So a minute 54 and all 3 timeouts left for Jim Ned. They're down 6. We'll take a commercial break and be back with more Indian football right after this.
When storms hit the Jim Ned Valley, they don't just hit buildings and roofs. They impact the people we call neighbors and the place we call home. At Button Roofing, we know how stressful repairs and insurance claims can be. That's why we don't just show up after the damage. With yearly preventative maintenance and affordable financing, we help protect your property before the storms roll in. From the first inspection to the final shingle, we treat your home the way we treat our own. Button Roofing, proven experts and neighbors you can count on.
And we're back with your Texas National Bank score and recap. That was a 48-yard drive. Sorry, didn't have my mic up. That was a 48-yard drive by the Clyde Bulldogs. 4 plays, took about 2 minutes off the clock, ended with that 13-yard touchdown run by Wilshire. The PAT kick was blocked by the Indians. Bring our score now 27 for the Clyde Bulldogs, 21 for the Jim Ned Indians. 1:54 left in the first half.
Yeah, Jim Ned with all 3 timeouts.
Yeah, this is a big drive for the Indians. The Indians get the ball coming out after half. So if they could go down and score and take the lead here and then get the ball after half, might be huge.
So the Indians trying to get this ball back. Ball security here as they had the turnover on the last kickoff. Again, aiming it kind of over there to the Jim Ned sideline. And it's going to be fair caught down there about the 28-yard line. No time to run off by Lewis. And after all of that, the Indians can still go into the locker room up if they can use the last minute 54 here on the game clock, go down and score a touchdown.
Indians had the ball first and 10 from the 27-yard line with just under 2 minutes left to go in the first half of this game that has been.
Trip receivers to the bottom of your screen, 1st and 10. Cash rolls, throws near the sideline. That's complete to Breck Lawson for a Capital Farm credit. Completion of a first down up near the 40-yard line. Clock stopped with 1:49. Back to throw, Gwynn looks, now pulls down, he's going to be dropped from behind. Oh, he threw it, intercept. That's exactly what you don't want right there. Got in trouble, tried to make a play, and that turnover is going to give Clyde an opportunity to go up 2 scores right here.
Kyler Dally for the Bulldogs, coming from that safety spot, was reading him there, and credit to him, didn't give up on the play there.
Yeah, another look at it. You can see Cash had a dig route. For some reason, didn't want to throw it, tackled, and then you just got to go down there. You got to eat that. Tried to get it to Lawson, and it was just too late to try to do that. And that's a big, huge, costly interception for the Jim Ned Indians. Clyde now with all the momentum, the game clock. What else do they have going for right here? 2 Indian turnovers right here, and got a chance to go up 2 scores. Right throws in the flat. That's caught at the 22-yard line by number 1, Caden Booker. And that's a First Financial first down. Clock stops with 1:34 left now. Trip receivers to the top. Right, now pulls it down. Here's where he's tricky, and he's down inside the 20 to about the 16-yard line, 17. Clock still running now. Remember, Clyde's just got the 1 timeout left. Handoff, counter play, and nice tackle there.
Miller
yeah,
on the
Mason
tackle.
Miller. And no gain. It'll bring up 3rd and about 3 from the 15. Sprint out left, has a receiver. Oh, incomplete. Getting out of the hands. Good break there by Beasley. And now 4th down. So can the Indian defense hold after the interception?
Just under a minute left to go in the first half.
With
no field goal attempt, looks like. So
no.
not going to use a timeout as well. They got 1.
4th and 3. Here we go. Big play. Motion out of the backfield, slant, and he's got it. Yeah, big throw and catch right there. They motioned out of the backfield trying to pull the linebackers with the running back, and threw right back inside. Hurry up. Right now, looks, throws, corner of the end zone.
Didn't get in.
No, but it is complete down to the 1.
Out of bounds.
Yeah. So that'll stop the clock for 36 seconds, and now it's 1st and goal from the 1.
Now you figure we're going to get a dose of Wilshire down here probably.
Oh, absolutely. There he is, and there's the touchdown. So again, Clyde capitalizing on a Jim Ned turnover. That's 2 in a row that the Indians have committed, a fumble and an interception, and that's led to 2 Clyde scores, and you just can't make those mistakes against a good ball club like the Bulldogs. And this is a Permian Energy point after. Kick is up, and it's good. So 29 seconds left. 34-21, Clyde leads it. We'll be right back after this.
Maintaining and upgrading your property is easier with the right team by your side. CC Skid Steer and Construction is a local dirt work and excavation company serving the Jim Ned and Big Country area. We're a fully insured company with customer satisfaction as our #1 goal. Whether you have a residential or commercial project in mind, we're here to help you reach your goals. So call Chisholm Cope at 325-725-6816 now to schedule a free estimate. CC Skid Steer and Construction, proud supporters of Indian Nation.
And we're back with your Texas National Bank score and recap. That was a 32-yard drive after the interception by the Bulldogs. A minute and 7 seconds. Ended with that 1-yard touchdown run by Miles Wilshire, his 4th TD of the night. Ended, and the PAT kick was good. Bring our score 34-21 for the Bulldogs. 29 seconds left in the first half.
Yeah, it's just been an absolute nightmare of 5 minutes for the Indians.
Yeah, so that was worst case scenario. We were hoping to go down and score and get the ball after half. But the Bulldogs scored.
Yeah, it's just this last 5 minutes. Well, it all started again. Go back to it, the touchdown that should have never happened on the play clock violation. But it did, but then, you know, the 2 turnovers just compounded and it went from 21 to 14 to 34-21 really quick. And so the Indians are going to have to go in the locker room and regroup. Little screen pass off to Ellis. He's got it. Got some running room. Look out. Nice block. Can he go? Oh, my goodness. Now look for a flag.
No flags, I see.
And Aiden Ellis is in for the Taylor Telecom touchdown. And so just like that, the Indians have life. Oh, my goodness.
So it's a do-over. We were hoping we'd draw within a touchdown and get to half. Of course, there's still 16 seconds, so you never know what the heck's going to happen in this game.
Did you ever believe when we kicked off that there was going to be possibly 62 points in the first half? And that's what it's fixing to be. Kick is up and good. So your new score, Clyde 34, Jim Ned 28. There's been 62 points scored in this first half. Oh, my goodness. We'll take a quick breather. Be right back with more Indian football right after this.
Lowe's is a neighborhood market committing to doing the little extras to meet the needs of our customers. At Lowe's, we strive to give our customers the freshest meats, fruits, and veggies, fantastic promotions, and a fast and friendly checkout. We will do all this in an atmosphere that is fun for our customers and teammates alike. So come see us today at one of our over 140 stores. And remember, it's a great day at Lowe's.
And we're back with your Texas National Bank scoring recap for the Jim Ned Indians. As a 1-play drive, about 7 seconds off the clock, ended with a 73-yard touchdown run to Aiden Ellis on the screen pass. Clark's PAT kick was good, bringing our score now 34 for the Clyde Bulldogs, 28 for the Jim Ned Indians, 16 seconds left in the half. This one's going to be a classic.
Short kick, and we missed it. Still missed, finally out of bounds. And so with 12 seconds to go, let's take a look again at that screen pass here to Aiden Ellis. What some great downfield blocking, folks, if you'll watch right here. The lineman, just a great play call right here. Totally caught the Bulldogs off guard right there. That was the one that sprung him. And then he had just that one man to beat. Beautiful call, beautiful setup. And that gets Jim Ned right back in this ball game. 12 seconds to go, and it looks like the Indians called the timeout. Not sure why. Clyde had never even got on the field. We'll keep it here. Yeah, 62 points in the first half between two defenses that Jim Ned's only been averaging giving up 14 a game.
Yeah.
They've given up 34 now in the first half. Of course, some of those were off the turnovers.
Didn't have that on my bingo card.
No, you wouldn't. And so both defensive staffs are going to be extremely busy at halftime trying to figure out some adjustments to be made in the second half.
Yeah, that's where the offensive staffs at half are just saying, can you just get one stop this half? I think we can beat them if you just get one.
Well, you watch; it'll turn into a defensive
yeah,
battle
probably
in the second
so.
half.
Right.
And then the defenses will be saying, "Can y'all just move the ball, and get a first down?" That's usually the way it works out. But now you just got to worry about, if you're Jim Ned, getting loose right here. You want to make sure that you wrap up and tackle. Hand sweep, little fly sweep out to the 45. And that should be the last play of the half.
Yep.
What a half it's been. Here from Clyde, they lead it by 6, 34-28. We'll go to commercial break and be back in your Halligan Services halftime report. Come up here live right after this.
Halligan Services is a short-haul trucking company that has expanded into aggregate excavation and even a wide variety of tire sales. Offering superior materials that are routinely inspected, Halligan can offer the best quality sand and rock in the Big Country. No matter the nature of your upcoming project, you can trust our certified drivers to deliver the materials you need to get the job done and haul away any leftover debris. So let our team at Halligan Services provide everything you need to pave your road to success.
With community ties and an eye on the future, Texas National is not your ordinary bank. Come find out what it means to bank locally in the heart of Tuscola with all the services of a big bank, but with that small town feel. At Texas National Bank, we take great pride in our customer service by providing both the technology you need and the service you deserve and expect. So next time you feel like your big corporate bank has outgrown you, look to Texas National, a true community bank.
At SICA Industrial Sales, our goal is to provide our customers with high-quality materials for an excellent price, while providing one-of-a-kind customer service. Founded on Christian principles, we are an industrial supply company striving to meet the growing demand for a reliable service that provides industrial, pipeline, and safety equipment to the city of Abilene and the surrounding areas. Just off of South Treadway in Abilene. Contact us online at sicasales.com or give us a call at 325-437-7452. That's SICA Industrial Sales. Roll Tribe.
In towns like ours, connection means more than just internet. It means showing up at schools, small businesses, and everywhere in between. Whether it's game day or just another Tuesday, we're proud to be a part of the team. From the field to the classroom, the office to your living room, Taylor Telecom is here to keep you connected. We're proud to support our hometown teams and the people behind them.
Kyle Paul Construction was founded on two basic principles you can count on: building truly unique homes and bringing your vision to life. A leading home builder of choice for Abilene and the greater Big Country area, Kyle Paul Construction builds homes, relationships, and partnerships that will, without a doubt, stand the test of time. Using only materials of the finest quality, our genuine craftsmanship and emphasis on architectural character have made many happy homes for our diverse clients and communities. So come create with us at Kyle Paul Construction.
At Borland Sobin & Partners, your comfort comes first. We understand that going to the dentist can be stressful, so we designed everything to make your visit as easy and relaxed as possible. You'll find a warm team, a welcoming space, and gentle care that focuses on keeping you pain-free. If you're in pain, we offer same-day appointments because you shouldn't have to wait for relief. Whether it's a cleaning or something more involved, we make sure you feel safe, heard, and taken care of every step of the way.
Michael Beasley's team of New Leaf Landscaping offers the Big Country the best in irrigation and landscape designs for your home or business. Let them take the worry and hassle of yard maintenance and watering off your hands by allowing their professional staff provide a multitude of services including mowing, sod placement, hydroseeding, landscaping, and even hanging your Christmas lights. So give New Leaf a call at 325-795-9955. That's New Leaf Landscapes for
Abilene
Living.
Environmental Landfill AEL is a company dedicated to ecological conservation and recycling, and the AEL Green Team takes great pride in providing residential trash service to the Texas Big Country area. Call today at 325-777-0811 for a free estimate for weekly residential waste pickup, or go online at aelandfill.com. That's AEL. We make cleanup
From your
easy.
first home to your dream home, Citibank Mortgage makes it easy and convenient right down to the close. With Citibank Mortgage, home ownership is closer than you think. We offer a seamless online application, quick approval process, and industry-leading customer service. You found the right place. Now, let's make it yours. Apply online at citi.bank/mortgage. We make it happen. You make it home. Citibank Mortgage. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender. NMLS number 439822. This is not a commitment to lend.
Dwayne Dacus at Edward Jones understands the best investment you can make is in your family and your community. Growing up locally and graduating from Jim Ned himself, he knows the true value of building this community. That's why he stands firm in the tradition of Jim Ned families, raising the next generation of Jim Ned Indians. When it comes to your family's financial goals, rely on someone who understands what really matters. Dwayne Dacus at Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC, proud supporter of the Indian Nation.
How many people have the chance to make the community better, safer, cleaner? We're a team of environmental professionals driven to deliver for you every day at your home, your business, and your job site. We take more than just waste. We take time, we take precaution, and we take pride. And neighbor to neighbor, let's keep the us in business.
Maintaining and upgrading your property is easier with the right team by your side. CC Skid Steer and Construction is a local dirt work and excavation company serving the Jim Ned and Big Country area. We're a fully insured company with customer satisfaction as our #1 goal. Whether you have a residential or commercial project in mind, we're here to help you reach your goals. So call Chisholm Cope at 325-725-6816 now to schedule a free estimate. CC Skid Steer and Construction, proud supporters of Indian Nation.
At the Branch Coffee House, we want to bring a hometown experience to your daily routine. So we work hard every day to provide scratch-made breakfast, lunch, and delicious desserts that fit your lifestyle. Brought to you by your very own Jim Ned alumni, Maggie Awalt. Open Monday through Saturday, we serve a variety of lunch specials, the best cinnamon rolls in Texas, tea, and of course, our locally roasted coffee. And don't forget about our fresh fruit smoothies. Visit us online at thebranchcoffeehouse.com or follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
Hi, this is John Bunton, owner of Bunton Roofing Company and a product of the Jim Ned Valley. I'm so proud of our community values and the success of our students inside and outside the classroom. Please let us know if we can assist you with any roofing needs, whether it's commercial or residential. We would also like to thank all of our Jim Ned Valley neighbors who allowed us to be their roofer of choice this year. You can find us at buntonroofing.com or give me a call at 325-280-3215.
Tribe Automotive at 633 Kent Avenue, Tuscola is a one-stop shop for all your auto needs. From general maintenance to engine and electrical repair, experienced auto technician Wesley Espinoza will keep you safe and on the road. Schedule an appointment today at 325-554-9454. Tribe Automotive, local supporter of Jim Ned.
Hey everybody, this is Coach Olson. If you're in the market for a used car, I want to ask you to give Williams Group Auto a chance to get your business. I tell you, the guys over there at Williams Group Auto are awesome, and they have everything. If you want a big tricked out F-350 or big truck like that, all the way down to a commuter or a school car, they've got it, and they've got great deals. They'll make a deal. They're Jim Ned guys, and they are awesome. Check them out at 1602 South Clack Street in Abilene. That's WilliamsGroupAuto.com.
Lowe's is a neighborhood market committing to doing the little extras to meet the needs of our customers. At Lowe's, we strive to give our customers the freshest meats, fruits, and veggies, fantastic promotions, and a fast and friendly checkout. We will do all this in an atmosphere that is fun for our customers and teammates alike. So come see us today at one of our over 140 stores. And remember, it's a great day at Lowe's.
The strength of a bank is not only measured through the numbers, but through the people as well.
even with recognition like being named one of America's best banks by Newsweek, or the only top 7 bank in the country each of the last 12 years in Bank Director magazine. We don't rest. We strive, we push, we serve. And we do it all so that you know at First Financial Bank, we put you first, because together we are Texas strong.
Sendero Properties. We're your trusted partner for all your real estate needs around Abilene and the Jim Ned area. Whether you're searching for a cozy home, expansive farm and ranch land, your next place to build, or a strategic commercial space, we've got you covered. Unlock your dream property with Sendero Properties today.
Sendero Properties, the path to your real estate needs.
Payne and King Dentistry at 2381 South 32nd Street in Abilene is passionate about oral health care. With a variety of treatment plans, including Invisalign for all ages, Dr. Susan Payne and Dr. Tracy King strive to create healthy mouths and beautiful smiles. Contact them today at 325-672-9191. Payne and King, PLLC. Healthy smiles for a healthy life. Seamless Rain Gutter is a locally owned family business that specializes in installing made-to-fit seamless gutters and downspouts on your home or commercial property. With over 20 years of service to the Big Country, Abilene Seamless also provides commercial and residential gutter cleaning and repair. Contact them today at 325-676-4367. That's Abilene Seamless Gutters, proud Jim Ned alumni and supporters of the Indian nation.
With community ties and an eye on the future, Texas National is not your ordinary bank. Come find out what it means to bank locally in the heart of Tuscola with all the services of a big bank, but with that small town feel. At Texas National Bank, we take great pride in our customer service by providing both the technology you need and the service you deserve and expect. So next time you feel like your big corporate bank has outgrown you, look to Texas National, a true community bank.
And we're back with your Halligan Services halftime report here live from Clyde, Texas. The Bulldogs lead at 34-28 over the Jim Ned Indians. Let's take a look at your halftime stats brought to you by Sendero Properties. There you see total yards, 500 yards of total offense between the two teams. Look at the rushing yards now. This we're just not used to seeing. Clyde 242, Jim Ned 62. That is an overwhelming advantage for Clyde here tonight. It's been the big story of the game. There you can see rushing right, 10 rushes, 152 yards, averaging, let's see, 15 yards per carry. That's pretty good right there if you're Clyde Bulldog. Passing yards, the Indians got it back. We've done it through the air, 151 through the air to Clyde's 42. There you see Gwynn, 5 of 9, 151 and 2 touchdowns. Really was a strong first half for Cash Gwynn, except for the interception there near the end of the half. Breck Lawson, 2 catches along with Beasley, and Ellis 1 coming out of the backfield as well. Ellis finished a frustrating first half on the ground, 5 rushes for only 24 yards. He does have a pair of scores, and Stone added another 27-yard run for a touchdown. That was the longest one from the line of scrimmage, Coach. First downs, Clyde 11, Jim Ned 2, but the glaring difference right here, there are 2 stats that stick out. Clyde's rushing yards in the first half and that big 2 next to Jim Ned turnovers.
Yeah, no doubt. That's the difference in the game so far. And quite honestly, the Indians can feel kind of fortunate just to be down 6 the way that last 5 minutes left. Thank goodness Aiden Ellis got that screen off to Aiden, and he was able to take it in for that last touchdown.
Absolutely. Let's take a look at our first half highlights brought to you by Williams Group Auto. And a lot of them, it got started early and just kept on going here as we'll roll through some of these. Here's Clyde's first possession, and again, just came out and
if you would like to become a
there's what quarterback Wright can do. Should have been dead in the pocket. Any other quarterback would have been, and he ends up turning that into a big run and gain for the Clyde Bulldogs, and that led to their first score. Here they are later on in that drive, and this is going to be Wilshire, and this kid, number 20, is a load to bring down. Very tough. Going to have to team tackle him as you see his aggressive running style. This time, I set him up for failure because that's the one time the Jim Ned Indians did a great job right there defensively, but containing him for the rest of the game has been difficult. Still in that same drive, first drive for Clyde.
Next contest will be tomorrow, November 1st.
Again, this is Wilcher cutting it back outside and just determined not to go down. Drug a couple of Indians in there, and that's just good, tough running from him there early in that first half. The Indians, though, would answer.
And congratulations to the Jim Ned Indians
right here on second down and 10. Cash Gwynn back to throw. Looks across the middle.
And also to Clyde High School Mighty Bulldog Band.
It's a good catch there. Kept the drive going.
Home halftime performances of Enchanted.
And then later on, this is with about 5 minutes to go. Trip receivers up top. Handoff left side. Great run. 27 yards out by Stone Griffin, and that ties it up at 7 apiece. Later on in that quarter, here's the punt, and this was the highlight for Jim Ned. Huge punt all the way back to the 15, and Breck Lawson continues his onslaught of punt returning yardage here. Takes it all the way 85 yards for the touchdown. Got Jim Ned up at that point in the game. Special teams playing a big role there, but Clyde would answer. And that's the big quarterback draw right there. You see the hole opened up the middle, and Wright takes advantage of it, and that'll lead to a Clyde score. Down near the goal line right here. Two-back set here. And again, Wilcher. Look at him just run over right there. He got his pad level down. We tried to tackle him low, but he is just a beast right there on the ground. And another touchdown for Clyde. At that point, we're tied at 14 here late in the second. And this is where the fireworks really got going with about 6 minutes to go in the first half. Big pass over the middle. Great catch by Breck Lawson. That put Jim Ned back in Clyde territory with a chance to continue their offensive drive. Here we pick it up just a little bit later on a 3rd and 7. This Cash Gwynn straight drop back over the middle. Great throw, threaded the needle. Great throw and catch there. Beasley with the touchdown. And again, Jim Ned answers the call, doing it through the passing game. Not been able to get much going on the ground. Clyde's going to come back again, right on the scramble. Another big run as the Indians can't keep him corralled in that backfield. And he's going to set up another Clyde touchdown. This is going to be the one, I believe, that's going to be that the play clock ran out. No, this is the change of direction here. And then a great job by Mason Miller, just stunted right up the middle right there. And that's the way you stop the Clyde running attack, is you get them early right there. Let's see if we can find the actual score right here. Yeah, I believe this is when the play clock ran out. Coach was on the field. You can see the Clyde coach right down there trying to call the timeout. the play, you could see the play clock had already run down, Coach, as well. And so there was all kinds of issues on that, and the officials just stood there and let it go. Just let the play go, and it's a Clyde touchdown. Unbelievable. Never seen anything like it. Clyde on the next kickoff after the penalty pushed them back, and this is going to be a Jim Ned turnover right there, as the Clyde defender did a good job of getting his arm in there and forced that fumble, and that was the first turnover of the game, but that was a costly one because we thought we were going to be able to mount something and come back, and instead Clyde gets the ball on our own 47-yard line. And they try a little end-around play here, maybe a possible quarter throwback, and then a big run right there to get another first down. Later on in that series, they've got the ball down at the Jim Ned 15 on a 2nd and 2 here. Just 2 minutes to go in the half. Tied at 21, and this big Wilcher again, you're not going to get him down in the open field when he gets a full head of steam as he powers into the end zone right there, and Clyde takes the lead. Jim Ned still has all 3 timeouts, but this was a key decision here by Gwynn, as you're going to see he wanted to throw, pulls it down, and then in the grass just throws it up for grabs, try to get it to Lawson, and that interception is going to set up the last touchdown of the half for Clyde. Right here on 2nd and goal. Clyde already up 27-20. And it looks like at this point Clyde was going to get in the locker room with a 2-score lead. Again, just from short yardage out. But then on one of the very last plays, when Jim Ned needed a miracle, they got one right here. On 1st and 10 down 13 points with just 29 seconds. The old screen to Aiden Ellis. Great call. Look at the downfield blocking. And Ellis slips one defender, and he's in. And that's how we got to our halftime score of 34-28. Those are your first half highlights, again brought to you by Williams Group Auto. We'll take now, let's look at scores from around the area here in Week 10. Sweetwater all over the Buckaroos at the Mustang Bowl, 23-0. As expected, Comanche 35-6 over TLCA. They're on their way to their first district win. We got a hard-nosed football game going on in Ponder tonight. Peaster and Ponder 13-14. Or excuse me, that's Paradise. Peaster's up on Boyd 17-0. Vernon has a third-quarter 7-point lead over Iowa Park. Stephenville up 14-0 over Brownwood at halftime. Wiley down a point at half. And boy, they need a win. The Bulldogs, they're down 14-13. Abilene High at the half up 6 over Monterey. That's your Week 10 scoreboard here. And we'll take a commercial break and be back with more of your Halligan Services halftime report here live on the Jim Ned Sports Nation.
Permian Energy Services is a proud supporter of Jim Ned Academics and Athletics. We provide a vast array of services for both private businesses and local landowners, from land clearing and site prep to high voltage electrical installations and maintenance. If you are in need of any of the following services: grubbing, mulching, herbicide application, shredding, chipping, excavations, or if you just need a load of gravel hauled for your driveway, give us a call at 325-554-7034. Or check us out online at www.permian-es.com.
Payne and King Dentistry at
Payne
2381
and King
South
Dentistry at 2381 South 32nd Street in Abilene, Texas, is passionate about oral health care with an impressive variety of treatment plans, including Invisalign for all ages. Dr. Susan Payne and Dr. Tracy King provide healthy mouths and beautiful smiles for all their patients. Contact them today at 325-672-9191. Payne and King PLLC. Healthy smiles for a healthy life.
When storms hit the Jim Ned Valley, they don't just hit buildings and roofs. They impact the people we call neighbors and the place we call home. At Button Roofing, we know how stressful repairs and insurance claims can be. That's why we don't just show up after the damage. With yearly preventative maintenance and affordable financing, we help protect your property before the storms roll in.
From the first inspection to the final shingle, we treat your home the way we treat our own. Bunton Roofing, proven experts and neighbors you can count on.
Home to your dream home. Citibank Mortgage makes it easy and convenient right down to the close. With Citibank Mortgage, home ownership is closer than you think. We offer a seamless online application, quick approval process, and industry-leading customer service. You found the right place. Now, let's make it yours. Apply online at citi.bank/mortgage. We make it happen. You make it home. Citibank Mortgage. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender. NMLS number 439822. This is not a commitment to lend.
How many people have the chance to make the community better, safer, cleaner? We're a team of environmental professionals driven to deliver for you every day at your home, your business, and your job site. We take more than just waste. We take time, we take precaution, and we take pride. And neighbor to neighbor, let's keep the us in business.
Kyle Paul Construction was founded on two basic principles you can count on: building truly unique homes and bringing your vision to life. A leading home builder of choice for Abilene and the greater Big Country area, Kyle Paul Construction builds homes, relationships, and partnerships that will, without a doubt, stand the test of time. Using only material
And we're back here on your Halligan Services halftime report as your score continues to be Clyde 34, Jim Ned 28, and we saw a little bit of everything in that first half as the Indians take the field. Who would have thunk it? 62 offensive points in the half. And let's bring Coach Olson in here. And what kind of adjustments, Coach Olson, do you think the Indians needed to make defensively? Because of those 242 rushing yards in the first half, it's mostly been the quarterback on the long runs, and then when they get down in the red zone, we know it's going to big number 20.
Right. Yeah. You just. I mean, the main thing is they have to make some kind of adjustments for the quarterback run, and I know they were tried to be prepared for that. So whatever that was didn't work. So So Plan B has to come into effect, and maybe that's just trying to bring pressure immediately right at him. I don't know. Hanging back hasn't really helped. We've been spying him, but we just haven't been able to get him on the ground.
Well, yeah, I've been spying with linebackers,
right.
But the ends trying to get the pressure up the field from the defensive ends and the line, and it's just. But when you're dealing with an athlete of this caliber, right, and his elusiveness and speed and vision too, he can see those open holes. You in theory, you can draw it up on how to stop him, but. Getting it done out there on that field is a little bit different,
right.
Whole different ball game. So maybe the best answer is right here, and Jim Ned will receive the second half kickoff, go down and score and take about 8 minutes. But I think the Indians have to get Aiden Ellis going offensively.
Yeah, I agree.
They've got to get Aiden and Stone Griffith going on the run game.
Right.
62 yards for us in the first half.
Yeah,
it's not going to be good moving forward.
Definitely got to get our first down place working.
Here we go. Start second, taking it to 25, out across the 35. Oh, nice move there, and now some open room. Across the 45 and goes out of bounds. That's Cam Lewis at the 46-yard line, so Jim Ned's going to have good field position on the return from Camo. And it'll be 1st and 10. So first possession of this second half. This third quarter brought to you by Neighborhood Friendly Lowe's. It's always a great day at Lowe's. Go by and check them out. Right across the street from Jim Ned High School, they got a little bit of everything and then some. So 1st and 10 from the 46. Trip receivers. The top of the screen for the Indians. Again, down 6 here. Handoff. That's the A-train, and he's up near the 49. Taken down hard there by Watts. And that'll be a gain of 3 yards up to the 49. 2nd and 7 now for the Indian offense. Wind picking up here in the second half. Cash rolls to his left, wants to throw, now tucks it, and he takes off, and he's got a First Financial first down on the quarterback run down to the Clyde 43-yard line.
Yeah, good decision there by Cash. Didn't see what he liked initially, and then and I'm sure they talked about that as well after his interception there before half, saying, man, if you don't like something, just it's okay to eat it. It's okay just to take off with it.
Yeah, he's had good yardage on the quarterback scramble this year. Little quick screen out to Lawson, and that's for good yardage on first down.
Short pass out the left side, complete.
Nice first down play.
Yep, gain of about 6. Down to the Clyde 37. Wind really starting to howl now. It's going to be a factor.
At least it is up here.
Yeah, up atop the press box where we're at, it is blowing anyway. Don't know what it's like down on the field. I've applied my 3rd jacket, but I'm still
Yes.
cold up here, so it's kind of like playoff football weather, isn't it?
It is.
2nd and 4 now. Power formation here. Handoff on the sweep. And I believe that's Nick Wright again on the carry. And
Should be a first down, I believe.
it's close. Officials are going to mark it, yes, just past the line to gain, so it'll be another First Financial first down. Watson on the stop for Clyde.
Giving the Indians a set of downs.
So Jim Ned on the move and doing it on the ground here. Get that running game going. New set of downs. Now Cash back to pass. Now goes to his left side. He'll tuck it, slides, and that's going to be maybe a loss of a yard or 2 back to the 30, actually back to the 34. It's a loss of 2. It'll make it 2nd and 12.
2nd down and 8. Ball now spotted at the 34-yard line. There, Monty lost 2 on the play, actually. That's
Clock
gonna make it
continues
2nd
to
down and
roll.
12.
8.5 minutes to go here in this 3rd quarter. Hand off, Ellis. Big hole up the middle right there. Got in behind those big offensive linemen. Good run of about 10, and that's going to set up a Sodero property 3rd and 2.
Well, you asked for it at half, and I think coaches talked about it too. They want to get Aiden Ellis going this half and pounding the ball just a little bit more.
Yeah. Well, it's the easiest way to stop Wright in the quarterback run
Yeah,
is
absolutely.
to keep it away from him.
Yep,
Yeah,
absolutely. Make him play defense.
This is huge right here. 3rd and 2, big down for the Indian offense. Bring the pressure, and this is quarterback run. That's a good call. And the reason is Clyde set both inside linebackers right up the middle. Cash on the quarterback sweep got outside of that. He's got the first down and more. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 11 now with a First Financial first down. Stops clock 7:43.
Kept it again.
And he's going to keep it into the end zone. Touchdown for the Indians. Cash Gwen off the quarterback keeper has your Taylor Telecom touchdown. And that is exactly the drive that the Indians were looking for to start this second half. And they're an extra point away from regaining the lead. Everybody went with Aiden Ellis on the play fake there. Clark now on for the Permian Energy point after. Remember, Clyde has missed one. High snap. It's up and good, and Jim Ned has regained the lead, 35-34 with 7:40 to go in the third quarter. We'll be back with more Indian football right after this.
At Borland Sobin and Partners, your comfort comes first. We understand that going to the dentist can be stressful, so we designed everything to make your visit as easy and relaxed as possible. You'll find a warm team, a welcoming space, and gentle care that focuses on keeping you pain-free. If you're in pain, we offer same-day appointments because you shouldn't have to wait for relief. Whether it's a cleaning or something more involved, we make sure you feel safe, heard, and taken care of every step of the way.
And we are back with your Texas National Bank scoring recap. That was for the Jim Ned Indians, a 54-yard, 9-play, 4-minute and 10-second drive. Ended with Cash Gwen taking it the last 12 yards on the touchdown run. Mason Clark's PAT kick was good. Bring our score 35 for the Jim Ned Indians, 34 for the Clyde Bulldogs, 7:40 left in the third quarter in this shootout in Clyde.
Such a tough play right there. You had both right tackle and right guard pulling on the counter left. You had Aiden Ellis going left, and then Cash just keeps it out the backside. Great read, great result. And there's a great special teams play right there. Kyle McClendon and Cumbie in on that tackle. And that's great coverage right there. It looks like the Indians have a little bit of a pep in their step.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I bet we talked about how we haven't really squared anybody up and hit them yet, and that's always frustrating because when you play guys that you you can't get a shot on. So I bet they talked a little bit about getting quarterback right. You know, you're not going to get a big hit on him, but hold him. Just get your hands on him, grab a hold of him. Somebody's going to get a shot on him.
Right. So 1st and 10 for Clyde. Trips up top. Little quick screen up top. Couple of missed tackles. And Clyde has a nice play there on first down. Out past the 30 to about the 34. That'll be second down, and we'll call it a short 4. Gain of 6 there.
7-yard gain on the play. That'll make it second down and 3.
Great rivalry, two great football teams coming together on Halloween night, and it's been interesting for sure. There you go. That's what the Indians wanted right there. Being able to get to the big guy early, as you said, before he can get ahead of steam with the penetration. That time they did that well, not letting him get it going. Here's a look at it on our Abilene Seamers Rain Gutter replay right here. See the Indians playing aggressive downhill, just didn't give him much there, and Gang tackled him. Right now on the keeper, and he's brought down on the backside, and it's going to be close, Coach Olsen. I'm not sure he got the line to get him.
No, they didn't. He got close enough here. They're going to give it to him.
My goodness, they didn't even look at this. They're trying to move the chains, and now one side's saying no. The official down here on the Clyde sideline saying move the chains, of course.
Yeah.
Okay. So it is a First Financial first down at the 37. Tight end at the top of your screen, Twins to the bottom. Counter, Wilshire bounces outside. I mean, goodness gracious, folks, the effort this kid runs with.
I mean, there was another horrible hold there on the outside, and that kid's good enough. We can't let him have
He doesn't
that.
Need that extra help, does
no.
he? Watch
They're
this.
mauling our outside linebacker.
Well, we got yeah, it was, and then we got him right there. Safety came down and could have had him for a loss there, but it's just so hard to get him down with one defender. It's a gain of 8. It's 2nd and 2. And Wilshire now bounces it outside. And he's brought down, but not before he gets across the 50 to about the 48 of Jim Ned.
Yeah, that first down play was the killer for the Indians, and that little deal. He only needed 2 yards to get a first down. So got to get some first down defensive plays here. Get them behind the sticks just a little bit.
So 1st and 10 from the Jim Ned 48. We're already down. This third quarter is flying by. Right, quarterback run. Makes a man miss. Finally brought down to about the 43-yard line.
He is slippery. I mean, he just got like I said, that innate ability. He can get skinny and make somebody miss you.
Well, he's patient too.
Yeah, he is. He's a good runner.
He's patient, and then when he sees a crease, he commits to it. So 2nd about 5.
5 yards on the quarterback
from the 43.
Take it down at 5.
Trip receivers to the top. Right. Little screen pass out here. And I believe that's going to be another first down. Again, the Indians having trouble getting that first tackle made, and that's going to be another first financial first down. Moves the chains.
Yeah, just the running ability of the quarterback affects that too. Our outside linebacker just hanging there a little bit longer because making sure the quarterback's not going to take off, so he's not getting underneath that.
So a new set of downs once again, 1st and 10. That time,
there you go. That's the first down play we needed.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was a little smaller running back in there that time. Wilshire checks back in.
Yeah, and that's a strong safety. Stone Chase making the play right there. And this is big when you can keep Clyde in long. As you see him flying up from the middle, he went real low that time and wrapped up. So 2nd and 10. Here's the big boy, but it made it again right there. That was Makai Powell. And that was
actually Aiden Ellis from the backside
yeah.
there. It's coming crashing in hard.
That came from the backside, and that may be the answer there of how to tackle the big boy. See, watch Ellis crash off this. He's at the top of your screen. No, he came from the inside.
Empty set this time for the Bulldogs.
3rd and 11. Empty set, right. Oh, there's a hold. That's so terrible. That is so terrible at the point of attack. Oh, my goodness. What is the white hat looking at? We got to take we'll take a look at this again because I went back. Watch this, folks. Right up the middle. Watch this hold here. Look at that. Look at that. My goodness.
Well, he's getting an earful over there, but
we're going to watch it, yeah.
But it doesn't. It's not going to affect this one.
We're going to watch it again right here.
Probably go the other direction.
The end. Look at that hold. Oh, my.
Play clock again. Goodness. Let's watch this situation. Oh, they called a timeout this time.
Oh. Oh, we're going to keep it here.
The Athletic Booster Club raises money for our athletic department and hosts many events throughout the year.
We're going to show it one more time. It's the top end right here, and watch the tackle.
Be sure to follow the Booster Club on Facebook for sports schedules and announcements. The Athletic Booster Club would like to invite you to shop
I'm going to try to stop this right there, and watch us try to break away from this.
You can become a member of the Clyde Athletic Booster Club online.
And he just tackled us. And so when you do that, when you just pull us down like that, of course number 4 can get outside of us. So, I mean, how do you tell we're telling the ends contain, 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 and they literally, this tackle just reaches across him and just tackles him with the arm, and the official is standing right there. There you see it again. It was 1-2.
Yeah, those are the ones that typically are very easy to make the call.
Well, I just
hadn't had a holding call tonight, so may get through the whole game without one.
No answer for that. Empty set. Motion into the backfield. Handoff, sweep. Pretty well played by the Indians. Miller from behind.
Landon Miller on the run. Tackle made by 32, Mason Miller.
Yeah, because if your strategy is for your ends to contain, and they literally just are going to allow, the white hat's going to allow the tackle just to tackle
wrap him
your
up
end.
Yeah.
How in the world do you expect you're not able to do anything? The officials have negated your entire defensive game plan. Right, back to the air. Throw, caught, good open field tackle. That'll bring up 3rd and about 5. Deal with the catch.
Ball spotted at the 16.
Ball spotted the 16-yard line.
Just under 20 seconds left to go in
this quarter nearly over.
Yeah, we've had 1.5 possession here. This will be the last play of your Lowe's 3rd quarter.
Looks like they're going to take the quarter. Yeah.
Yeah.
That play is going to close out the 3rd quarter of the game.
And so when we come back to start the 4th, Clyde's got it, facing a big 3rd and 5. Here to start the 4th quarter. Don't go anywhere. Indian football continues live right after this.
Sendero Properties. We're your trusted partner for all your real estate needs around Abilene and the Jim Ned area. Whether you're searching for a cozy home, expansive farm and ranch land, your next place to build, or a strategic commercial space, we've got you covered. Unlock your dream property with Sendero Properties today.
Sendero Properties, the path to your real estate needs.
And we're back. Start your 4th quarter here in Clyde, 35-34. Jim Ned leads it, but Clyde's threatening right here. And again, the question remains, can the Indians get a stop right here? It's gone back and forth. Coach Hosa, you got to feel like this is going to go down to whoever's got the ball last on the last possession of the game.
That way,
who can make the plays, yeah. And so here we go. Big 3rd and 5. This is from the Jim Ned 15 right. Quarterback keeper got the edge, tiptoes down the sideline, and he's got the first down. And he ran out of bounds at the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal, and here comes big number 20. You can almost guarantee it, Wilshire. Look for him to get the carries as he's just been a one-man wrecking crew for the Bulldogs tonight. Two-back set. Big man gets it. And well done by the Indians. It took 4 of them. Stone Griffin had in there. You had the corners in there. Lawson was in there just to get the big guy down. No gain. Actually, they're going to call it a loss of 1 back to the 6. 2nd and goal. Fourth quarter brought to you by Williams Group Auto. Go by and see all the selection of used cars and vehicles at Williams Group Auto on South Clack. Here comes Wright, quarterback sweep, bounces outside. Still on his feet. Did he get in? No, but it was close. And Wilshire comes up a little gimpy right there. Ball spotted on the 1. 3rd and goal.
Going quick here.
Yeah. From the 1-yard line, quarterback keeper bounces
Got
outside, tripped up, nothing doing there, and it's a loss of a yard. So now it's 4th and goal from the 2. This could be the play of the ball game right here, folks. As Jim Ned clinging to a 1-point lead. The ball's at the 2-yard line. 4th and goal. You would expect for Wilshire, number 20, to get it, but watch for the quarterback keeper. If I were them, I'd have one going one way and one going the other. Here we go, folks. Biggest play of the game so far. 4th and goal, 2 backs. It's going to be Wilshire, and he doesn't get it. He doesn't get it. The Indians hold. Wow. Penetration that Indian defense got in the backfield, as you said, get the big boy before he'd get going.
Yeah, absolutely. Great defensive stand there by the Jim Ned Indian defense. When they really needed it, they stiffened their neck.
Here you can see the idea was go to Wilshire right here. But 2 Indians broke free. That was Miller and Stone Griffin came off the edge. Miller and Griffin got to it first. And what a defensive stop.
Yeah, that's 17-play drive there by Clyde that comes up dry.
Now what the Indians need to do now is they want to flip the field at least here. They want to make sure they keep the ball security, but move the ball and try to flip this field and then get some points. Counter left. Aiden's past the 10 out to about the 13. We're under 10 minutes to go in the ball game here. Jim Ned clinging to a 1-point lead.
Yep, Indians are going into the wind here. No wind behind them. Wind's behind their back. So if we can get it out a little bit, be a little easier to punt. Wind's actually died down just a little bit here in the last few minutes, seems like. Or I've got numb, perhaps.
2nd and 6 now. Cash, quarterback draw. Not much there, and this is going to make a huge 3rd down right here for the Indians. Need a conversion.
He got in there and burrowed pretty good, though.
Yep. It's just going to be 3rd and 2. Indians, again, not been able to really successfully run between the tackles tonight. A lot of that due to the Clyde size up front. So here we go, 3rd and 2. We'll see what the Indians cook up offensively. Quarterback keeper all the way. 2nd effort.
He got there.
May have got it, but I would not trust.
Had to get past the 20, but both those guys are standing past the 20, so I think.
You never know. So it is a first first down, and boy, Jim Ned would love to just be able to continue ground and pound right here. They're going to take, as much time as they can.
Like take the air out of the football in this drive.
So a first down here at the 21-yard line. Hand off to Wright on the sweep. Got some good yardage. Still on his feet. And he's all the way out to the 39-yard line. That's Nick Wright.
Yeah, nice play call there by the Indians. Clyde really packing that interior to stop the inside run.
Yeah. And this is something we haven't seen the Indians do with him really this year all this much. And so you got to believe it's one of those deals they saved it for this game. And that was huge because that first down gets you out near midfield.
Right.
Really gives you some room to operate. First and 10 now from the 39.
A double tight formation.
Ellis, and he's going to be wrapped up. Forward progress to about the 41.
Number 24, Wilson wraps him up.
Wilson on the tackle for Clyde. It'll be second down and 8.
On the play, making second down and 8 with just over 7 minutes left to go in the game.
From the 41, second and 8. Ooh, free play, hopefully.
Oh,
they're
made
gonna
contact.
Yeah, made contact. So that should be, you never know in this one with the white hat. But that is going to move 5.
That's at the 5-yard mark off against the Bulldogs. That'll make it second down and 3.
So second and 3 from the Jim Ned 46 after the penalty. Big hole up the middle, look out! Cuts it back inside all the way to the 20-yard line, Stone Griffin, and he's been the kind of energy burst that we've needed. He's had a couple of big runs tonight.
Yeah, he has.
Looks really good. We'll take a look at that again. That was just a full guard tackle counter, and he hit that running full speed, and great block in there. Now that's going to set up Jim Ned first and 10 from the Clyde 20.
Indians in no hurry here.
Remember, you've got Mason Clark too. Not sure a field goal really helped your cause here.
yeah, you really won't score a touchdown.
Cash, quarterback keeper, missed tackle by Clyde, and that allowed Cash to get all the way down to 14. Gain of 6. Wilson 24 on the tackle. Make it a Psych Industrial second and 4. Yeah, you're looking for 7 right here. Remember, Jim Ned leads it by 1, so 7 would make it an 8-point game. You could go for 2. Trying to make it a 2-score game. That'll be interesting to see. But we've got to get the 6 first here. Second and 4. Miller tight end to the left. So it's tight end trips. Counter left. Again. And that should be a first financial first down.
We've talked about it before and talked about it in pregame. This Indian offense, for quite a while now, the way they operate, they may not run the ball effectively early, but late in games, watch them work. And we're seeing a little bit of that here as that Clyde defensive front starting to wear down a little bit in Indian offense. Now where they were getting 2 yards, they're getting 4 or 5 yards.
And it's been the counter running to the right side this game, whereas in the past few weeks it's been counter left, but it's been counter right where they made their hay here. Same formation, double tight. Stretch. Wilshire with the tackle, but not until Ellis gets down to the 6. It's second goal. That was a touchdown saving tackle from Big 20 right there on Ellis. Second go from the 6.
Big set of plays right here for both these teams.
Yeah, you want to get some good yardage here on second down to leave third and short. Third goes short.
Yep. Saw Cash keep it himself on the other end in this situation.
Counter left this time. Oh, look at him go in for the touchdown. Aiden Ellis with your Taylor Telecom touchdown. We're looking for flags, none to be seen. And what a drive by the Indians. After the stop on 4th down, the Indian offense goes the
90
distance of the field. And now Coach McClure elects to make it an 8-point lead if Mason can connect here. That would require Clyde to get a 2-point conversion to tie. And it's blocked. Oh, my goodness. That was huge.
Yep.
That was huge, folks, because instead of having an 8-point lead, now it's just 7. Let's see if we can see where that, what happened right there. On that PAT, I believe it was a low kick. Yeah, it was blocked by the gunner off the edge. Take one more look at it, but man, could that be huge right there. It's right off this left side. Wow, what a huge break for Clyde. Well, let's send it over to Coach Olson anyway for your Texas National Bank score and recap.
Yeah, that, as I said, that was a 90-yard drive by the Indians, the longest of the year, I believe. 6 minutes and 48 seconds off the clock, 12 plays, ended with that Aiden Ellis 6-yard touchdown run. As you saw, Mason Clark's PT was blocked, keeping our score 41 for the Indians, 34 for the Clyde Bulldogs. 3 minutes, 15 seconds left in the game. 2 timeouts for the Bulldogs.
So both teams with a missed PAT, but what a time to have it happen right there.
Yeah, 3:15 left in the game. Fixing to have the 4th series in the ball game. Clyde's only had it one series. Fixing to have their second.
Slowed down the scoring, right? But Jim Ned has won this half 14-0. Deep kickoff, taken about the 10 and forced out of bounds at about the 27-yard line. Good coverage by the Indians. So Clyde will take over. Good coverage there. That was important by the Indians. 28-yard line is where the Bulldogs will have it, 1st and 10. They've got 3 minutes, 11 seconds. They've got 2 timeouts, and they're down 7. So one more defensive stop could do it for the Indians. Empty set right here for Clyde on 1st and 10. Right, quick screen. Oh, we got to make that first tackle as Beasley missed in the backfield, but we did get a good second tackle, gain of about 2. It'll make it 2nd and 8. Now it's 2nd and 7. They moved it up. Clyde going hurry up here. This is where Wright could really hurt you in the quarterback scramble.
He caught it. He caught it.
He lost a yard maybe. No, he made it. He made 2 yards.
Wow, what a great job by the 21 there for Daly. Nearly picked off.
Lawson broke on that and almost got it. Now Wright goes to the run game.
Nothing there.
Oh, good job. Good job by that line.
That's going to be 4th down.
Yeah, boy, that's huge on. That was 3rd down, and they tried to go a quick snap, catch us off guard. Now, if you go for it here, and they are, and you give Jim Ned the ball.
They almost have to, probably, they feel like, since they had to use that timeout earlier.
Didn't want to punt it away, folks. Here we go. This could be the ball game. Williams Group Auto, 4th and 4. Right. Looks. Pulls it back down. Now he's going to scramble, throws, and it's knocked down, and Jim Ned's got the ball. How do you do? And I won't mention that the play clock ran out before they snapped it again. But we'll look at that one more time as Wright unable to find a receiver here. 4th and 4. see he had trip receivers up top. He wants to go that way, and then they motion out of the backfield. It was that little scat pass, and Breck Lawson with the coverage there. And we've got a timeout on the field. Jim Ned's got the ball and the lead with 1:55 to go in the game. We'll be right back after this.
Michael Beasley's team of New Leaf Landscaping offers the Big Country the best in irrigation and landscape designs for your home or business. Let them take the worry and hassle of yard maintenance and watering off your hands by allowing their professional staff provide a multitude of services including mowing, sod placement, hydroseeding, landscaping, and even hanging your Christmas lights. So give New Leaf a call at 325-795-9955. That's New Leaf Landscapes for Living.
So we're back after your 2-minute timeout. It's an automatic timeout on the change of possession here. Jim Ned has it with a 7-point lead, and it's now just a matter of ball security and a first down. Cash on the keeper. Good block. And by Ellis, and he falls down to the 31. Clyde will burn the timeout. So they're going to be down to 1. Yeah, Coach Olsen, we were talking during the timeout, 2-minute timeout. The interesting thing was that it ran down under 2 minutes, and the clock keeper, the official missed it.
Yeah,
missed the 2-minute timeout, and that would have saved Clyde because they could have stopped and then not run that 4th down play,
right,
and then come back and run it after the 2 seconds.
Yeah, they actually snapped that at about 1:59, which is 2 minutes that should have.
But
got the 2-minute timeout.
It shouldn't surprise you. The officials have had trouble with the play clock all night, not watching it.
So,
yeah. So Clyde,
that time it worked to the Indians' advantage, I guess, as
right.
it turned out.
That's right. So Clyde now just with the 1 timeout. And so if the Indians can force them to take the 1 timeout and then get the first down, the game's over. But as it stands, 2nd and 7. The Indians with some work to do. Counter left. Big hole! Stay on your feet.
That'll do it.
Oh, but he does have the first financial first down, and that ought to do it. As Clyde's going to be forced to use their final timeout. Stop it with 1:45. However, they can no longer stop it. Jim Ned has a new set of downs. So we're going to keep it here. Commercial free for the end of the ball game, brought to you by Halligan Services. And can't say enough about the Indians' ability to overcome that last 5 minutes there of the second quarter, which was just an emotional roller coaster for everybody, including this announcer. I know I lost my composure several times, but, you know, how key was it for them to keep their composure?
Oh, yeah.
And how key was the screen pass for a touchdown with 20 seconds left in the half?
That is so huge.
I mean, just think of all of those things that have added up to this Jim Ned win. And, you know, we'd be remiss not to mention just what an outstanding effort by Clyde tonight. The entire team, the tenacity they came out with.
Indians in victory formation.
Quarterback right, number 20, Wiltshire, just an incredible job of running the football tonight. Wiltshire just willed himself not to go down.
Yeah.
And the offensive line for Clyde played extremely well.
Well, we talked about Indian defense need to make some adjustments, and they did. They came out and didn't allow the quarterback to get loose this half, and bent and didn't break that first Clyde possession. Huge goal line stand down there.
Yeah, to pitch a shutout. After Clyde scores 34 points in the first half, for this defense to pitch a shutout in the second half is unbelievable. But part of that was the offense keeping the ball for nearly the entire second half. 13 points total. We had 62 points scored in the first half and only 13 in the second half, and all 13 belonged to Jim Ned, as I believe the Indians will have to snap it one more time and this one will be over. So Jim Ned is going to get out of here with the victory. They're going to go to 4-0 in district, 8-1 on the year. Clyde falls to 3-1 in district play, 7-2 overall. But we can say that Clyde, even though they didn't get it done here tonight, they're going to be a team to reckon with in the playoffs. And the district championship has not been determined yet. Jim Ned will have to regroup and take on a good Sweetwater club next week. But all we can do is just say that we are very fortunate to get out of here tonight with the victory, 41-34. It was a great ball game. What more could you expect on Halloween night from these two programs and the great rivalry? And it came down to a second half that Jim Ned just came out and dominated defensively, again shutting out Clyde in the second half. So that's your final, 41-34. We'll go to commercial break and be back with your Halligan Services post-game report here live on the Jim Ned Sports Nation.
Halligan Services is a short-haul trucking company that has expanded into aggregate excavation and even a wide variety of tire sales. Offering superior materials that are routinely inspected, Halligan can offer the best quality sand and rock in the Big Country. No matter the nature of your upcoming project, you can trust our certified drivers to deliver the materials you need to get the job done and haul away any leftover debris. So let our team at Halligan Services provide everything you need to pave your road to success.
With community ties and an eye on the future, Texas National is not your ordinary bank. Come find out what it means to bank locally in the heart of Tuscola with all the services of a big bank, but with that small town feel. At Texas National Bank, we take great pride in our customer service by providing both the technology you need and the service you deserve and expect. So next time you feel like your big corporate bank has outgrown you, look to Texas National, a true community bank.
At Syca Industrial Sales, our goal is to provide our customers with high-quality materials for an excellent price, while providing one-of-a-kind customer service. Founded on Christian principles, we are an industrial supply company striving to meet the growing demand for a reliable service that provides industrial, pipeline, and safety equipment to the city of Abilene and the surrounding areas. Just off of South Treadway in Abilene, contact us online at sycasales.com or give us a call at 325-437-7452. That's Syca Industrial Sales. Roll Tribe.
In towns like ours, connection means more than just internet. It means showing up at schools, small businesses, and everywhere in between. Whether it's game day or just another Tuesday, we're proud to be a part of the team. From the field to the classroom, the office to your living room, Taylor Telecom is here to keep you connected. We're proud to support our hometown teams and the people behind them.
Kyle Paul Construction was founded on two basic principles you can count on: building truly unique homes and bringing your vision to life. A leading home builder of choice for Abilene and the greater Big Country area, Kyle Paul Construction builds homes, relationships, and partnerships that will, without a doubt, stand the test of time. Using only materials of the finest quality, our genuine craftsmanship and emphasis on architectural character have made many happy homes for our diverse clients and communities. So come create with us at Kyle Paul Construction.
At Borland Sobin and Partners, your comfort comes first. We understand that going to the dentist can be stressful, so we designed everything to make your visit as easy and relaxed as possible. You'll find a warm team, a welcoming space, and gentle care that focuses on keeping you pain-free. If you're in pain, we offer same-day appointments because you shouldn't have to wait for relief. Whether it's a cleaning or something more involved, we make sure you feel safe, heard, and taken care of every step of the way.
Michael Beasley's team of New Leaf Landscaping offers the Big Country the best in irrigation and landscape designs for your home or business. Let them take the worry and hassle of yard maintenance and watering off your hands by allowing their professional staff provide a multitude of services including mowing, sod placement, hydro seeding, landscaping, and even hanging your Christmas lights. So give New Leaf a call at 325-795-9955. That's New Leaf Landscapes for
Abilene
Living.
Environmental Landfill is a company dedicated to ecological conservation and recycling, and the AEL Green Team takes great pride in providing residential trash service to the Texas Big Country area. Call today at 325-777-0811 for a free estimate for weekly residential waste pickup, or go online at aelandfill.com. That's AEL. We make cleanup
From your
easy.
first home to your dream home, Citibank Mortgage makes it easy and convenient right down to the close. With Citibank Mortgage, home ownership is closer than you think. We offer a seamless online application, quick approval process, and industry-leading customer service. You found the right place. Now, let's make it yours. Apply online at citi.bank/mortgage. We make it happen. You make it home. Citibank Mortgage. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender. NMLS number 439822. This is not a commitment to lend.
Dwayne Dacus at Edward Jones understands the best investment you can make is in your family and your community. Growing up locally and graduating from Jim Ned himself, he knows the true value of building this community. That's why he stands firm in the tradition of Jim Ned families, raising the next generation of Jim Ned Indians. When it comes to your family's financial goals, rely on someone who understands what really matters. Dwayne Dacus at Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC, proud supporter of the Indian Nation.
How many people have the chance to make the community better, safer, cleaner? We're a team of environmental professionals driven to deliver for you every day at your home, your business, and your job site. We take more than just waste. We take time, we take precaution, and we take pride. And neighbor to neighbor, let's keep the us in business.
Maintaining and upgrading your property is easier with the right team by your side. CC Skid Steer and Construction is a local dirt work and excavation company serving the Jim Ned and Big Country area. We're a fully insured company with customer satisfaction as our #1 goal. Whether you have a residential or commercial project in mind, we're here to help you reach your goals. So call Chisholm Cope at 325-725-6816 now to schedule a free estimate. CC Skid Steer and Construction, proud supporters of Indian Nation.
At the Branch Coffee House, we want to bring a hometown experience to your daily routine. So we work hard every day to provide scratch-made breakfast, lunch, and delicious desserts that fit your lifestyle. Brought to you by your very own Jim Ned alumni, Maggie Awalt. Open Monday through Saturday, we serve a variety of lunch specials, the best cinnamon rolls in Texas, tea, and of course, our locally roasted coffee. And don't forget about our fresh fruit smoothies. Visit us online at thebranchcoffeehouse.com or follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
Hi, this is John Bunton, owner of Bunton Roofing Company and a product of the Jim Ned Valley. I'm so proud of our community values and the success of our students inside and outside the classroom. Please let us know if we can assist you with any roofing needs, whether it's commercial or residential. We would also like to thank all of our Jim Ned Valley neighbors who allowed us to be their roofer of choice this year. You can find us at buntonroofing.com or give me a call at 325-280-3215.
Tribe Automotive at 633 Kent Avenue, Tuscola is a one-stop shop for all your auto needs. From general maintenance to engine and electrical repair, experienced auto technician Wesley Espinoza will keep you safe and on the road. Schedule an appointment today at 325-554-9454. Tribe Automotive, local supporter of Jim Ned.
Hey everybody, this is Coach Olson. If you're in the market for a used car, I want to ask you to give Williams Group Auto a chance to get your business. I tell you, the guys over there at Williams Group Auto are awesome, and they have everything. If you want a big tricked out F-350 or big truck like that, all the way down to a commuter or a school car, they've got it, and they've got great deals. They'll make a deal. They're Jim Ned guys, and they are awesome. Check them out at 1602 South Clack Street in Abilene. That's WilliamsGroupAuto.com.
Lowe's is a neighborhood market committing to doing the little extras to meet the needs of our customers. At Lowe's, we strive to give our customers the freshest meats, fruits, and veggies, fantastic promotions, and a fast and friendly checkout. We will do all this in an atmosphere that is fun for our customers and teammates alike. So come see us today at one of our over 140 stores. And remember, it's a great day at Lowe's.
The strength of a bank is not only measured through the numbers, but through the people as well. Even with recognition like being named one of America's best banks by Newsweek, or the only top 7 bank in the country each of the last 12 years in Bank Director magazine, we don't rest. We strive, we push, we serve. And we do it all so that you know at First Financial Bank, we put you first. Because together, we are Texas strong.